We're back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud. I'm your host, Nick Legato. So, really quick, we've done a whole bunch of stuff. We've restored most of the town in a way so that everybody will be satisfied. Not much more we can realistically do. I mean, there's probably more you could do if you really wanted to, but no real reason to do that. So, whatever. But for the most part, we've done everything that can be done. We found almost everything that can be found as well, except we have not found all the items in the Elder's house. There should be at least a few more after we rebuilt most of the town. Just have to go around and find them. Okay, we find a pocket, which is an upgrade for our inventory, which I knew was here. Don't tell me that's it. We've really been collecting it all along the way? Oh well. That's the case. Let's just go ahead and use this attachment here. It gives us more that good stuff. And we're pretty much set. We're going to go ahead and buy some more repair powders for our weapons. We may buy some more bread as well, though we don't really need it too much. We don't need too much of it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and warp. See another chest. So you have to always be careful because little chests will spawn up on their own as we progress through the game. There's another gourd. You know, as we complete Narune's village, we will start seeing other chests, which is why, you know, the more we complete the town, the more... There's another one up there, and there's one there, too. Look at them all. Tasty water. Attack +3. Finding some good stuff. That's why it's important to always return and double-check buildings. We're going to do that, too, before we leave Narune's village. We're going to run across throughout the entire town to see... Damn, we're finding more. To see if we find any more of these guys. We found 2 gourds already, and we haven't even done anything to this home to upgrade this home's well-being, other than put a windmill near it, which is probably why we're getting these upgrades. Alright, so we did that. There's enough repair powder, I think, for the last part of the dungeon, but we'll wait on it just for the moment. Okay, so we did that. Let's go check out Paige's house here. We did find an item outside it at least, so it may be worth checking out. Oh, I doubt there's going to be Oh, yeah, there is one. Another repair powder for our trouble. Let's check upstairs. Nothing here. Let's keep moving. We've done that. Check out the ladies' this house here. The machos will probably have some stuff for us too, most likely. We didn't get a lot from them, so since we just really put these homes back down on the ground, since we pretty much just built these homes, chances are we're not going to find much in them right away. If we don't find anything in Almet's house that's new, no point in trying these newer houses, so don't bother. Let's go ahead and check the Macho house. We haven't checked their house in a while. Well, we've kind of perfected their home. Their home is easy to satisfy because they want to be near the dungeon, which they are. As close as they need to be to get credit. Within 4 spaces of the dungeon in any direction. But they do have some new stuff. Endurances. All over. Little endurance bonuses here and there. A speed bonus. Nice. Nothing else. So we got everything here, I think. Double checking. Yeah, so we got all that stuff. So this is why, like I said earlier, and then even after we finish the Dran's Cave, we're going to recheck as well for more stuff. So just bear with us here. This is, you know, the completed village. You can see where I kind of put everything. It's pretty flawless. You really can't screw this up by putting it this way. Although there are other things you could do if you really wanted to make it better, but let's go to, if you really want to know how well it is, let's look at the analysis. Now everybody's happy almost. So let's go ahead and finish what we need to do in the dungeon here. And then after we finish that, we kind of will figure out who's not happy. If that is even the case, and it shouldn't be. So let us return back into Dran's cave. And let's go to the final floor. The final floor of the Divine Beast Cavern. Cave, whatever. Okay, first things first, we'll want to switch to our cat lady. It's Murific. We use the horn key to get in. And thus we get to throw down with the boss or master of this cave. Hello, Dran, how's it hanging? He's pissed. Now the trick to killing this guy, to beating Dran, he's not complicated really. You want to use your slingshot attacks to make him fall to the ground, and then use Toan's melee skills while he's on the ground. It's your best bet for beating Dran, hands down. No questions asked. Pretty straightforward tactic. Works almost every time. So let's get to it, huh? See if we can hit him. There we go. And watch out, because he's destroying the world around us. Oh, as we just got trampled. Ah. Missed. Let's see if we can hit him. Oh! Yeah, be careful, because he's going to charge you. I'm going to actually do this until he's dizzy. Holy crap! Oops! If we do this enough, he'll fall down pretty dizzy. Doesn't seem like it's working out so well. Still not causing him to get dizzy here. Dang it! I have to go with a slightly stronger slingshot. There we go, that gave us the desired effect. Oh jeez, but I didn't want to get knocked over. Ah. Go with a big cutting attack when we do that instead. This seems to work a lot better. Stand still, you. There. Oh no! And that's how you lose the Dran fight, though. Uh-oh. Ouch. There we go. Die, Dran! Die, you stupid overgrown teddy bear. As we fall again. Ugh. Just cut this big old blubber down to size. Let's go ahead and repair his weapon. See, we got a few neat shots in there. Every little bit helps. We're gonna have to switch back to Kitty again, but let's go ahead and just really wail on this guy. Let's go out and pull out our big boy here, the bandit weapon here. Bandit slingshot, may as well since we're getting murdered. Oh! You can see it's really still only doing 1 damage or so. still kind of a concern here. We should be doing more. We're not really killing this guy very quickly. Whoa! Let's go ahead and use that cheese. That's why we got it. Oh, actually, we have more bread, don't we? Nice. Let's use both of them. Oh, let's up to full here. Oops. He strikes us again. There's no way to tell really how much HP it takes to kill him. Just gotta keep working at it here and weakening him. Until he eventually starts giving in here. Could also be because we have an elemental selected. Let's, actually not on this one. Come on, Dran. I am to stand still. I don't want to lose that slingshot, so let's go ahead and start using this one. Ironically, we're not really stealing any items from him. You know what? He's on the ground now. Let's go ahead and try our luck here with... We can get him to land. It's not landing. Unless we use this, I'm sure. Please tell me that was enough. And thus it was. That you stupid beast. The god of beasts. What an embarrassment. Oh god, he talks to us like we're some kind of adolescent. Heard that name before. You don't say. You don't say. Yeah. So a bunch of this is the story about the evil genie and apparently a bunch of people who were able to seal the genie away. Called the Mood People. Apparently they're sub at a place called Matataki Village. Or Teriyaki Village, as I like to call it. And thus he will escort us out of this battle zone. Luckily, we were able to win. Yay! We are victorious! Victorious! As we're flying high above our downtown here. Yeah, well, you know, you're fuzzy looking bear thingamajig. You're easily manipulated. Just from looking at it. And we get the world map. Sweet. You can't leave Naroon Village without it, so don't bother trying, because I'm sure you saw the exit to this village. So, yeah, that's cool and all, but you can't use it. You can't get out of here without it. So don't waste your time until you actually can do that. Now that we're outside, we can do any other adjustments we need, but we should have the town perfectly set up for us. So as soon as we walk a little further out here, all we need to do is go here, and then everybody's happy. Which, by looking at that, causes this scene to take place. Where the town is perfectly restored. Yay! And Dran comes back out to reward us yet again for our hard work. Way to go, kid. The villagers are happy now. I realize what the old man Simba saw in you. So now we know who that little old man's name is. His name is Simba. Sanaya Bobojin Bibiba Shikaka Bobojuna. And we learn a new skill. This skill slash. The wind slash, or windmill slash, I'm sorry. But you have to be careful. I hate this skill for that exact reason. It hits all the enemies around you. But when you hit multiple enemies, you lose multiple weapon HPs. Which sucks. So you need to be very careful with it. Chances are you'll screw it up and ruin all your weapons. I have seen friends of mine play this game and just blow up like an entire set of weapons on accident by doing that. So just be very careful with it as you use it. Let's see. I hate to do this, but I'm sick of waiting, and this is the best time for us to do this. Let's go ahead, and we're going to probably use the level up powder here on Zhao's weapon here, or Zhao's weapon here, however you want to say it. Even though she has some experience, it's worth leveling up now, just to get it done. Here's the thing that makes Zhao really simplistic as far as weapons go. She only has 2 master weapons. And there's only one slingshot you can get that can actually, there's only one slingshot that you can get that will actually get you to either of the final weapons. And so ironically, we do not need the steel slingshots. They suck, in my opinion. You're better off investing in the bandit slingshot, which is what we're going to do. We're going to invest in the bandit slingshot and give it whatever it needs to level up. Let's build it up, see what it goes into 2 different directions. But until we get it to where it needs to be, there's not much we really need to worry about. It should be the bottom one, though, if I'm not mistaken. But you see, they both share some similar... Well, they don't really share many similarities at all. We're aiming for the bottom one, if I'm not mistaken. And it'll give us the name of it when it's strong enough to use it. So let's invest fish and ghost into it. I don't think we have any fish. I have some ghost. No, I don't have any ghost either. So, what does it need? It needs more attack. We have a lot of. What else did it need? Needs more attack, that's for sure. So let's give it a 10 attack. There we go. Making that one heck of a slingshot. Go ahead and let her equip that. We can go ahead and use our power-up powder here. Level up the Shamshir. We'll also give it more attack too, since we have that available to us. We don't need to give it speed, as the Shamshir is pretty damn fast. Let's see what happens when we need to build it up. More ice, wind, holy, which we don't really have. Steel break and ghost. We don't have steel break and we don't have ghost. So what else do we need? We need an MP. Let's go ahead and invest some of that in there. And level it up again. And then we'll check and see if it has enough. Which it probably won't. It still needs more MP and some more stuff. Needs more ice and the usual elements. So... Oh, we do have wind and holy. Well, let's go ahead and put some more MP in there, because it's almost maxed out. Well, let's hold off on that. Let's put in... What does it not have? Go ahead and equip it with ice. What does it not have? Wind or holy. Let's go ahead and customize it with holy. With wind. We can actually get pearls and stuff if we need to level up holy quickly. So let's go with wind gems. They're probably our best bets. Okay, so we've done that. This Shamshir's got the big ends on it. So we're not going to worry about that. But that'll level up mostly on its own. Let's go back. Okay, so now that we've done all of this stuff, You're gonna hate me for saying it, but we've got to do a victory run of the town. Victory runs are optional. You guys don't have to watch me do this. What a victory run to me is going through every building in town. No restraints at all. We're going to go through every building in town. We're going to check and see if anything is missing. If we've missed any chests, if we've missed any items, anything at all that we may have possibly missed while traversing the game. It is worth it. I've actually found fruits of Eden and stuff on these little trips because you just forget about them. You really do. And like I said, everybody's playthrough is slightly different, so you're not always going to find the same stuff on every playthrough. So you got to make sure you've checked every nook and cranny, because there's nothing worse than beating this game, than beating a zone and then realizing because you didn't go back you actually missed out on some pretty cool stuff. It's getting pretty close to Dran's windmill here. Nothing on the outside. See if there's anything on the inside. Usually the witch has something extra, but we'll talk to her again when it gets to that moment. No reason to talk to her now. We haven't explored all of our options yet. Usually, though, there's not much. Well, maybe a treasure chest or two that we missed. But normally, we find maybe one or two treasure chests doing this, and that is a good thing, because finding one or two treasure chests goes a long way. So, the witch's house, though, is the house that's truly in question here. She should be satisfied with everything that we have found. No chest here. Alright, so, okay. You know what? Guess there's really no reason for us to check anything. I don't see any chests. We checked the Macho house. We've checked most of these homes already, so we're not going to look for any more treasure now, but we will come back to this village later in the game, and you'd be surprised. There will be chests floating about. We're also going to do one other thing before we get too far here. We have some time left. We're going to introduce you guys. I'm going to introduce you guys to a new thing here. This is the fishing game where you earn fishing points. You can buy stuff like this and stuff like this. As you see, we have aquamarines, amethysts, diamonds, emeralds, pearls, rubies, sapphires, all of the cool stuff. As Tsukikage and a Matador. Though I never really buy these two weapons. I just buy the gemstones, which is really what fishing is for. It's the only thing you should ever waste your time doing when it comes to fishing. Is gaining massive amounts of fish points in order to get new items. To get new gemstones specifically. Because with new gemstones, we can upgrade our weapons to even higher proportions. And really what I'm doing is I'm using my really crummy bait. My low quality pricklies and meanies. Because there's not much there's going to be a point in the game where we will use nicer bait. But right now, we're just going to use this stuff. And there's, better places to fish, too. And as we progress fishing-wise, we'll go get those other fish and lures and all that. Hey, cool! We got 22 for that, but that guy, nice. We lost our lure, so we need to equip a new Nini. But a lot of people sell their lures, and they don't do the fishing, and they wonder why they have trouble getting decent stuff for their weapons. Fish, it's good for you. All you have to do is press the X button when the bobble goes under the water. So they're tugging, it went underwater, press X, and you pull them right out. We got ourselves a big one here, too, a Nonky. But he's not worth a lot. Throw him back. Should be one more in there. So you get, it's all based on the type of fish you get out of the water. That's one of the variables. And then another variable is going to be how much it weighs, or how big it is per se. Let's see if we can track this one to us. They really only go after these two lures, so there's no reason to use the nicer ones. I don't even think they'll go after the carrots, so don't bother using the carrots either. Didn't mean to pull the lure out of there. Can't see the fish in the water. There he is over there. Go ahead and head over there then. Where is he? There he is. And here he comes. So fishing is very useful. It's one of the few games I find these little side quests, fishing things to be useful. Most of the time these things are completely pointless. But I will admit, nice. This is though I will admit this is one of the few times in video game history where the mini game yields decent rewards frequently. The best rewards as frequently as possible. Normally you don't get these kind of rewards this frequently, so that's what makes it nice. Let's go ahead and fish out the last fish we can see, which is probably another one of those green ones, hopefully. Then what we'll do is we'll walk into a home. We'll walk into a home, and we'll fish again. Use up the rest of our pricklies, since that's really the only thing we can do with them. Or we could sell them for like 200 gold. But there's no point. We've got enough gold anyway for anything we need, like gear. Come on. I know you want it. Sometimes, though, they'll nibble something on it so much that it'll actually disappear, so you gotta be careful. You don't want to pull out all the time, because if you keep pulling out, they'll eventually nibble your lure away. There we go. And we get another Nonky, which gives us almost nothing for fish points. That's alright. So there's no more fish left in our pond here, so we're going to have to quit. And the best way to restore them, as I said earlier, yeah, I think this actually works, zooming out and zooming back in. No, so let's go ahead and head into a house. The other thing you may have to do if this doesn't work is you have to wait till another time of day for them to respawn the fish. So, to each his own. But like I said, I want me some fish. The other thing too is moving location. Yeah, see there's no more fish left. So we'll just wait for the afternoon to come by. As we wander around, there's never fish, I don't think, in rivers. You can't fish in rivers. You can only fish where these little fish signs are. So don't even bother trying to fish anywhere else. Now that we are at dusk, we'll be able to fish for more fish, and these might be different fish too. It's all about the time of day and what lures you're using, so, or bait you're using per se. You see, there's only like 2 fish in there this time. This is definitely worth doing until you're out of the cheapest stuff. These really low-end lures. See if we can attract him to us. And here he comes. Uh-oh, we've got 2 of them. This is always an issue when there's 2 of them right next to each other because one's big and the other's not, so it's kind of lame if you can't get the one you want, which is usually the bigger fish. It's usually what you want. Well, we'll get the small one first since he's going up for it. Usually smaller ones are dumber and we'll pull it under more quickly. Come on. Ooh, there's a lot of fish in there. Right near where I am, too. And we get a big nonker here, but still not a lot of fish points, so kind of wasteful. Boo! We want a big one. And we want a big of the ugly looking fish, whatever it's called. Okay, let's head over here. Cast our line. And draw in these 2 buddies. These 2 guys here. Oh, I got it, and then I ran away. Now, he pulled it under, and then I pulled it away, and I didn't pull it away fast enough. Or I pulled it away too soon. Let's see who takes it here. Come on. You know you're hungry. Hungry for action. Gotcha. Hungry for blood. And we get one of these guys. He's a tiny one, but these guys give us a little bit more than the big guys. We almost got our first 100. We've only got 2 lures left. So we'll use these last 2 lures and collect our prize. which will consist of a gem. Really, like I said, this is really what I use fishing for, is for gem farming. I have lots of gems to upgrade my weapons with. And these are the worst fish in the game to get, so, and you can see how quickly I can do it. It doesn't take a lot of time to really do it. It took me a wall of 5 minutes to get as many fish as I have. Look at the size of that one. And we got our first 100! Yay! Let's go fish out this last fish with our last low-level piece of bait here. Where is he? There he is. Let's go ahead and try and bring him to us. And he got away. He's moving along to the other side of the pond. Alright, let's go. Here, fishy, fishy, I got your dinner. Eat. Consume. Oh, dang it! I didn't mean to do that. No, 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 no. Dinner served. Come on, nonker. It's probably a nonker. It's big enough to be one. Yeet. It'll go straight to your hip. Come on. Come on, you bastard. Gotcha. And thus we fish out a different fish, a gummy. Nice. So we did get a different one there. There we go. So we've done all the fishing that we really need to do since we used up the rest of our bait. So let's go ahead and quit fishing. Let's go ahead and exchange our fish points. We can get mighty healings and 2 of these guys if we want, but I'm all about the gemstones. Diamonds are usually safe since we don't know, I don't personally remember what every single gemstone does. We're going to go with the diamond, because diamonds are a girl's best friend. No, I'm just kidding. Like, the reason diamonds are usually a safe bet is going to be this. It doesn't give you anything in either of these brackets. What it does do is it gives you 5 in all of the stuff you need in the other area here. So it's usually pretty good for building weapons off of it, because it gives you stuff that you may not have gemstones for, which, as you can see, is where we're at right now. So for example, like this slingshot, the bandit slingshot here, where we want to probably go to this bottom part. So we don't have any fish. The diamond will be useful here too. So it's a very useful gemstone for leveling up, you know, these little breaker things, where you're not too sure what you need to use them for and whatnot. So diamonds are safe, and if usually I have 1 diamond in my inventory, or sometimes 2, I'll then invest in other gemstones, because you're pretty safe by choosing diamonds. So anyway, on the next episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud, our trip to Matataki Village, I'm going to go ahead and shop some more. We're going to actually, let's do it now before we go to that next episode, because we are kind of short on some of our gear here. Let's buy some more bread, since we are really low on that. Okay, let's buy some more of this. We're out of money. I think that's all we'll need for the moment. If I do sell a lure, though, for the fish bait, I usually sell carrots. Not a lot of fish will be attracted to the carrots, so you're pretty safe selling that. Okay, so we're all set. So again, on the next episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud, we will be moving to the next location, Matataki Village. We'll see you then.